Hey everybody, welcome back to Troy's Hobbies. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about RC bodies and different ways to protect them. Um, and I'm just going to show you the method that I typically use to protect my RC bodies to keep it from getting holes punched in the body mount positions and to keep it from cracking and bending up. So as you can see here, the first thing I do is I always line the inside of my cars with T-Rex tape or a Gorilla tape. And extra strong duct tape with a high adhesive. It's the best thing to use on a body. The first thing you want to do to get it this way is to make sure you clean out the inside of the body with a little bit of soap and water before you stick the tape down so it doesn't end up coming up or unpeeling itself. But the main method to this is using a hot glue gun. The hot glue gun I'm going to use to reinforce the inside of the body all around the curves, all around the body holes, and then different lines to add rigidity to the body. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the body holes. So it's really simple. Just go in a circle like this. Be sure not to cover up any of the holes with the hot glue. We'll do this on all four. Like that. There we go. A little bit more right here. It's a little bit like welding, but not really. It's just hot glue. Alright, and that's the first step. We're just going to wait a minute and let that cool off before we do the next part. Alright, so before we begin the next part of the project, I just wanted to cover something here really quick, just to kind of show you something to keep your eyes on at this point. Even with the tape on it, look how flexible this body is. Look how much I can just torque and twist that, and it doesn't crack, it doesn't bend. Even the tape alone is a really good reinforcement tool. Alright, so the next part of the project, we're going to line all of the outer line of the body contour on the inner part of the shell here. So we're going to go just like this. And what this will do will give us a baseline to connect any other lines or any other things we need to do with the glue. So you just find a nice starting point. I like to start up towards the front of the truck and just go around the entire contour. This thing doesn't like to stand up on its own. So we're just going to go around the inside of the body like this, all the way around the inner contours, and I'll be right back once it's done. Alright, so we're back. I've glued all along the inside of the body, around the bottom edge, all along down here, all the way through here, down through here, all the way back and around. Alright, so the next step is going to be to lay some cross bracing first through here, then up here by the windshield, up top on the windshield, and at the bottom of the bed. Those will be our next steps. And we'll be right back. Alright, so we've got our cross bracing laid down here, right here, right up here, and along the bedside. Again, attaching to the bead you've laid around to the outside already. So the next step we're going to do is to connect the body holes to the rest of the truck. So what we're going to do is essentially go in a 4 pattern, like this, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Need to reload. There we go. All right, just like that, we have those body holes connected to the rest of the truck. We're just going to repeat the process on the front, and I'll be right back. All right, we have our cross bracing done around the body post holes. So the next step we're going to move on to is laying the outer bead along the outside of the body here, along these outer lines, and we're going to go around these contours of the body as well. Try to get them as close as we can. And that'll be the next step. We're just going to go around the outside like that. And then we will start cross bracing all the insides of the truck. All right, now that we got that done, we got the entire outer part of the shell done. Now we're going to start adding cross bracing to the inside of the truck to add the rigidity and make it less flexible overall. This is going to add just a little bit of weight to the truck, but not enough to ever affect your temperatures or to really affect the performance of the car. I think that it's really, really helpful, especially if you're going to be racing or bashing really, really hard where the truck's going to take lots of tumbles, to go ahead and reinforce your body, because it's going to save you a lot in the long run. All right, and we're going to get the cross bracing started, and I'll be back here in just a moment to check in with you guys. All right, so I typically like to start on the front of the truck and work my way back. So what we're going to do right here, just in between the rectangle that's formed right here, we're going to start adding some triangular bracing, or X's. We might just do X's just to make it extra rigid. But be aware, the more glue you add, the more weight you're adding to your vehicle. So I try to minimize as much as possible when I can. So on this one, I think we're going to do a rectangular X. It's going to be triangles, it looks like. You need to reload. You will be going through lots of glue, so don't worry. There we go. Now we have something like that. We'll do a cross brace along the middle. All right, we're back. We've got the front of the truck done. As you can see, take a look in there. You can kind of see how it looks on the inside. It's still pretty flexible, but it's not cracking or doing any of that crazy stuff now. So we're going to repeat the process in the middle of the truck and there in the back of the truck. So as you can see, we went around all on the inside there. And then we're just going to basically connect the lines and make triangles or X patterns or anything that's structurally sound to make this body more rigid. And we'll be back and I'll show you the middle of the truck once it's all finished up. All right, so as you can see here now, the middle section of the truck is done. added cross bracing there, up in and around the top of the truck, along the windshield, and on the back windshield there as well. On the sides, we did that, and on that side we did that right there. All right, the next part is to just finish up the back of the truck, and we'll be all done. All right, we've got the body all finished up here, inside and out there. We have that all done. I just want to show you guys the flexibility. See, it still has all the same flexibility as before, but now the body's much, much more rigid for taking impacts. So now this thing can take all the abuse from above. It can slam on its side. It can do all the things. It's not going to get holes through the shock mounts or through the body posts. And so yeah, the last step you're going to want to do here is to clean out the inside of the body. What I typically do here is I'll get a piece of tape like that, turn it inside out, and I'll just go across the inside of the body like this. I'll pull off any of those excess glue strings. All right, and that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm just going to clean up this body and put it on the truck, and we'll be all finished up. All right, here's the truck all mounted up. Body's all good to go. Nice hard shell for it. If it rolls or anything like that, you don't really have to worry too much about your body cracking or anything like that anymore. So that's been Troy's Hobbies for today. Thanks for coming in. Give it a like and a subscribe. And come back next time. We'll have some more videos. Thanks.